What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and this has got to be the last update of the day, because pretty much these are the last of the big names for free agency that are pretty much left. And we can get two birds stoned at once, as the great Ricky has stated, because two top corners, probably two of the last big group of guys that need to go, have announced what team they're going to. First, we have the Tennessee Titans, coached now by new head coach Mike Vrabel from the New England Patriots, signed Malcolm Butler to a 5-year, $61 million deal. I don't really know what the familiarity would be between the two. Obviously, they weren't there at different times and stuff like that. But, I mean, it's one of those things you somewhat feel like Mike Vrabel would have some sort of connection to get like kind of a green light on Malcolm Butler. Maybe not so much from Bill Belichick, because it seems like that relationship wore thin, but he might be able to talk to Matt Patricia or other guys like that have been there and kind of get the up and up and really find out if Malcolm Butler is worth that investment. But you can pretty much see the Patriot influence on that defense, because now their two starting corners are probably going to be Logan Ryan and Malcolm Butler next year with a Dory Jackson sprinkled in. But the Tennessee Titans are making some big moves. Malcolm Butler moving on from DeMarco Murray, going with Derrick Henry. Is this a C4 rebuild here? These are like moves I would make. I'm liking the moves the Tennessee Titans made. I remember last offseason, the Tennessee Titans might have been a little bit of the darling, if you will. Like, you know, maybe they're going to be the preseason team that does a lot better than people expected. Hell, they made the playoffs last year. But, you know, I like that move. I think that's a decent contract. You're not massively overpaying him, but, you know, that's a little bit less than, say, what A.J. Boye went for. He was probably just like the big corner last year. Stephon Gilmore a little bit, and probably within that ballpark. But I mean, if you got the money, spend it, and the Titans needed to shore up. They just need to make that defense. I don't know what it is. That defense just lacks a je ne sais quoi. The offense clearly is a run-based offense with Marcus Mariota not turning the ball over. Got that. Check, check, check. They got out and got the hopefully flashy wide receiver in Corey Davis. But then when you look at the defense, it's just like, what stands out about the defense? The only thing that you used to think about is like, oh, well, they got Jarrell Casey, and pretty much all I know about him is that he's underrated. Other than that, yeah, they're a defense. That's it. But getting guys like Malcolm Butler, who, you know, didn't have coming off a rough year, and maybe you'd see that $61 million and be like, well, seeing how he played last year with the Patriots, seeing how he got benched in the Super Bowl, I got some questions. You know, I'm confused a little bit. But that's what you got to pay on the open market. We saw with Sammy Watkins getting big time money and stuff like that. And Sam Bradford getting $20 million. Open market sucks. The open market sucks. So I think that's not a bad piece of business there for the Tennessee Titans, and they're definitely going to be a much improved team. And if they have a good draft, they're going to be right in their contention for the AFC South. And now there's no contract announced, but it has been revealed. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, the Jets expected to sign cornerback Trumaine Johnson from the Rams for a deal roughly worth $15 million per year. So I'm pretty sure my simple math, that's probably a little bit more than what Malcolm Butler got. And, you know, Trumaine Johnson is really, really solid. He's a legitimate starting outside corner. And the Jets, yeah, I mean, they're making moves. Teddy Bridgewater, I already kind of gave you guys my thoughts on that one. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is so hot. But the fact that, like, for the longest time last season, pretty much for the whole first half of the season, Todd Bowles was my coach of the year, because the Jets on paper were one of the worst rosters in football. I couldn't believe how bad they were. And what they win, 6 games, something like that. Just imagine if they actually had good players. So, you know, Todd Bowles knows what he's doing. I definitely think he's a coach that a lot of people want to play for. Clearly seen by this, Trumaine Johnson probably could have went to a couple other teams, a couple other suitors, but he decided to go with the Jets because people are buying what Todd Bowles is selling. And, you know, no more Mulholland Wickerson, a little bit of a transition for the defense, but that secondary is starting to look pretty mean. Trumaine Johnson, Jamal Adams, Marcus May, these are guys that you can really build upon and are building blocks to add to, you know, Darren Lee's improving. And you got the beast in Leonard Williams. So, I mean, the Jets are going to be competitive next year, and this is a really, really good signing for the Jets, in my opinion. So, I mean, there's been a couple other signings. You know, John Brown going to the Ravens. They get their wide receiver, maybe. Isaiah Crowell went to the Jets as well. There you go, Crowell. That's a nice little signing, a nice little 1-2 punch there with Bilal Powell. I'm low-key liking the moves that the Jets have made outside of really Teddy Bridgewater. But I have yet to actually see the contract for Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know if that's been made public yet. But I'm liking the Jets. So let me know what you guys think about this. Malcolm Butler going to the Titans. I know there's a lot of Titan fans who watch this channel. I want to hear your voice. And for the couple Jet fans out there, how pumped are you that you're able to land a beast like Trumaine Johnson? Let me know in the comment section below. That'll probably do it for me here today, guys. There's power out everywhere. There's a massive snowstorm going out, so I might not even be able to get this out to you in time. But I hope you guys have been able to enjoy sticking with me and get my reactions throughout this first ridiculous day of free agency frenzy. Like I said, there's probably only 3 or 4 more players that we have to wait to go for me to really comment. Actually, I'm going to look at it right now as I see this NFL Network article saying landing spots for Jordy Nelson. And they do have the Philadelphia Eagles on that list. But let's see here real quick. We're doing this live. Looking at, they have the top 100 list of players that they're talking about here. And ultimately, there's not a whole lot more guys that I'm going to want to talk about. There's a couple here and there sprinkled in. But ultimately, this might be the last time you hear from my ass until maybe some trades, maybe Vinny Curry. Who knows? Maybe Jordy Nelson does come to Philadelphia. But yeah, till next time, guys, thank you for watching. It's your first time stopping by. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.